Your vlog about American Sign Language illiteracy among CODAs is about deaf parents that have hearing children and how they get along and deal with that. It's very hard because they grow up with two separate cultures, the hearing and the deaf. Most hearing people don't look at it as a good option. And most hearing people force their culture on deaf people, and deaf people are usually very passive about it. They just accept it. But really, anyone can become fluent in American Sign Language. Doesn't matter if you're deaf or hearing, you can be fluent in the language. If I'm hearing, does that mean I won't be able to communicate with my wife who's deaf? Or I will have awkward communication with a hearing person that can sign? As long as the children pick up American Sign Language and learn it, the communication will be beautiful. You can't be obsessive about hearing oppression. You have to focus on the family. I grew up deaf, and I have two brothers and sisters that are hearing. My dad and my second brother didn't really learn any sign. But when I was born, my mom learned ASL. But my mom never interpreted for me. My father always called my brother over and forced him because he wanted him to be able to communicate with me. It's important for blood relatives to be able to understand each other. My point is that some CODAs grow up with parents who are very active in the deaf community, and they sign all the time, and they learn American Sign Language and become fluent. And it doesn't matter that they're hearing because they both know the same language and the communication flow is natural. Some deaf people grow up and their parents are more hard of hearing. They know a little sign, but they mostly depend on speaking and using their voice. So the CODAs aren't clear because they are a child of a deaf adult, but they depend more on their voice. If they didn't speak and only use sign language, they would probably pick it up fast and become very fluent in the language. It's interesting to see the variety of different deaf families. Your research proves many things. It's obvious. But I'm wondering, why does hearing culture always oppress the deaf culture? Why do they feel that we have to match them? My opinion is my kids will learn American Sign Language. It doesn't matter if they're hearing and they want to hear music and they want to enjoy the hearing culture, that's fine, but they will learn American Sign Language. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed my vlog.